Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we will look at 10 health problems with you. Have a good time. Regardless of whether distortions are brought about by hereditary qualities or ecological variables, they flash interest and wonderment all through the world. Numerous who have them have acknowledged their disparities and driven satisfying lives. Some have experienced hazardous medical procedures to change their appearance. Some have joined the carnival and grasped the mark crack to make living. Others have disguised themselves to maintain a strategic distance from individuals' responses. Cutaneous horns, cornucutaneum, result when keratin shows in a cone-like shape and juts outward from the skin. Injuries found at the base of these horns might be harmful or benign. When cutaneous horns develop, they will in general be on individuals with light complexion, at a normal age of 50. Sun-uncovered regions of skin are generally powerless. A biopsy can help decide the reason in light of the fact that cutaneous horns are identified with an assortment of clinical issues. Conceivable outcomes extend from verruca to Bowen's illness. Most of horns are generous, however around 20% are dangerous, and another 20% are precancerous. Some individuals even decide to let their kind-hearted horns develop. On the off chance that a horn sprouts on your brow, you can in any event presently have confidence that you're likely not transforming into a demon. Note, most cutaneous horns are shorter than the one presented previously. Individuals brought into the world with ictrodactyly will in general have distortions of both their hands and their feet. Differing degrees of medical procedure are utilized to address this condition. Known usually as split hand, foot contortion, SHFM, lobster hook disorder includes missing fingers or toes alongside expanding clefts in the victim's hands or feet. Fingers or toes are combined with different digits or webbed. If just a single appendage is twisted, it likely happened because of a non-inherited hereditary transformation. In the event that the hands and feet are totally disfigured, the condition was acquired. Guardians who convey the quality have a 50% possibility of passing it down to their posterity. Some decide to have kids in spite of the high risk. Lobster hook disorder isn't identified with progressively confounded ailments or mental boundaries. The main test is figuring out how to work with hands and feet molded uniquely in contrast to most. Hypertrichosis is additionally referred to restoratively as Ambras disorder and shamelessly as werewolf disorder. Genetics cause individuals with hypertrichosis to have an exorbitant measure of hair, which may develop everywhere throughout the body or just in concentrated zones. Ambras disorder may likewise be obtained sometime down the road, corresponding to malignant growth, for example. Fewer than 60 cases have ever been recorded. However, this isn't only an irregularity for the history books. Individuals with hypertrichosis live today. In 2010, Supatranath Sasaphan of Thailand earned a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records as the hairiest teenager. She's one of many who've made the best of particularly one-of-a-kind physical attributes. Individuals can grasp and discover accomplishment through their disparities, particularly when those peculiarities are sufficiently odd to be viewed as exceptional. At the point when a startling bosom develops on the human body, the condition is called polymastia. Additional bosoms will in general show up in a similar spot. Exaggerated areolas develop, the milk line, which runs down the middle and to the crotch. They can, in any case, likewise show up on the rump, the back, the hip, or even the face. Accessory bosoms contain a similar tissue as run-of-the-mill bosoms. This implies a third bosom can harbor a dangerous tumor and undermine the patient's life. It's likewise workable for third bosoms to include areolas and lactate, however it's not insured. These are basically potential outcomes that accompany all bosoms, any place they happen to grow. Polymastia is an inconsistency of nature that stretches out past the human species. A couple of primates have been determined to have this condition. It's rarer in the set of all animals, However, science has affirmed there's such a mind-bending concept as a three-breasted monkey. Those with neurofibromatosis have tumors, neurofibromas, on their nerves or under the skin. The tumors can frequently be evacuated. In any event, when they can't be extracted, they're benevolent and won't cause physical mischief in most of cases. Of the two sorts of neurofibromatosis, Recklinghausen malady is the most widely recognized. It tends to be, and frequently is, acquired. Guardians with Recklinghausen have a 50% possibility of giving it to their youngsters. On the off chance that there is no family ancestry of the ailment and are Recklinghausen tolerant, the condition is brought about by hereditary transformation at conception. Cases of this illness run from gentle to extreme to incapacitating. The bulbous irregularities can totally cover skin in progressively extraordinary cases. At the point when multiple areolas develop on the body, the condition is referred to therapeutically as polythelia. Additional areolas commonly structure along the milk lines, which run from the upper middle to the crotch region. Cases have been recorded in which exaggerated areolas show up somewhere else on the body, however. Different spots they may happen incorporate the thighs, face, and neck. Regardless of where these irregularities spring up, they are truly innocuous. Immature areolas are frequently confused with moles, so expulsion is normally accomplished for restorative reasons. Big names, for example, Mark Wahlberg, have broadly acknowledged and grasped their third areolas. Harry Styles of the band One Direction confessed to having 4 inside and out. Be that as it may, not every person shows their effusive areolas so much love. Carrie Underwood had hers evacuated, which she conceded at her American Idol audition. This specific disfigurement is moderately normal, influencing 1 to 6% of the American populace. You may surely understand someone who has their very own additional areola. A caudal limb is a human tail, which isn't care for a creature tail. Human tails don't assist individuals with adjusting better or swat away flies. Now and again, they're symptomatic of significantly more genuine conditions, for example, spina bifida. All people have a spinal distension in the belly. It's ordinarily invested in utero, however not all embryos grow typically. At the point when a caudal extremity isn't retained, the kid winds up with a tail. It comprises of fat, muscle, nerves, and veins with no bone or cartilage. Fewer than 40 instances of this clinical irregularity have been recorded. It influences guys twice as frequently as it influences females. A caudal limb might be evacuated if medical procedure is regarded safe. Referred to all the more officially as Eagle-Barrett disorder, prune gut disorder causes outrageous shortcoming in the midriff. This prompts extreme wrinkling and a prune-like appearance. The bladder of an Eagle-Barrett quiet turns out to be for all time extended and hard to soothe, prompting further clinical difficulties. The genitalia, inside organs, and skeleton may likewise be adversely affected. The reason for this condition is as of now unsure. It's conceivable that prune tummy disorder is genetic, as numerous cases have been noted inside families. Guardians generally have reasonable admonition. At the point when a baby is influenced, the prune-like appearance of the stomach is frequently obvious through pre-birth ultrasound, considering early conclusion. Undescended gonads are another symptom. Nearly all Eagle-Barrett disorder cases include guys, 95%, to be precise. Youngsters with this condition are frequently stillborn, and the individuals who make it past conveyance may pass on soon from related complexities, yet some endure. Individuals with genu recurvatum have knees that twist in reverse shockingly far, in some cases making a creature-like appearance. The most extreme cases include an innate separation of the knees. Different cases include contrasts in leg length or sicknesses, for example, cerebral paralysis and various sclerosis. Another reason is physical injury to the knee. It could occur while playing sports or in a fender bender, for instance. Surgery and exercise-based recuperation can help treat the condition. Leg supports may likewise be utilized. Contingent upon how well treatment functions, this condition may turn into a perpetual inability for some individuals. To date, the most notable instance of genu recurvatum is that of Ella Harper, conceived in Tennessee around 1870. Ella liked to stroll down on the ground. She was named Camel Girl and discovered extraordinary accomplishment in the job. She even featured in W. H. Harris' nickel-plate circus in 1886 and utilized the benefits to better her life. Bruised eyes aren't really an indication of unadulterated malice. A condition called aniridia can cause non-attendance shading in the iris, which may prompt debilitated vision and affectability to light. This figures, as the strict interpretation of aniridia may be without iris. Further conditions, for example, glaucoma and waterfalls, are probably going to happen alongside aniridia. Victims might be lawfully visually impaired, may see alright to drive, or may even have 20/20 vision. A quality transformation causes this condition. It happens around the finish of the main trimester of pregnancy, as the eye creates. Aniridia can be acquired. A parent with this condition has a 50% possibility of giving it to their kid. Guardians who each have a changed duplicate of the PAX6 quality might be in danger of having a youngster with Gillespie disorder, autosomal passive aniridia, and related intellectual inabilities. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like it. Goodbye, to see you in another video.